we are in a state of total lawlessness. Cabinet secretaries, like the Cabinet Secretary for Health, hurl insults to the people of the mountain. Yet this is someone flying a flag and is employed by all the citizens of Kenya. We do not see any action on this. We are hearing Dr. Ruto saying that he now commands the police or directs them to act on goons. Where has he been all this time? Does it mean previously he had given a nod to the goons and that now he's calling for action? If a cabinet secretary insults a whole people, it is up to his boss to dissociate himself from those, the government from those remarks, ask the cabinet secretary to withdraw or apologize. Inaction suggests that the boss, who is Dr. Ruto, is very comfortable with those remarks. We will be forgiven as the people of the mountain and as Kenyans, believing that those insults are actually sanctioned from the top. How else would you interpret the silence? All this, we are heading to the next elections. We have seen also people ethnicizing things. We do not hear the Integration and Cohesion Commission saying anything. Just normally, we see them acting on anything said by somebody not in government, but not in those in government. They have to be pushed to act on those not in government. So we see like there's a code of ignoring anything to do with the law unless if it relates to people outside government. I haven't quite forgotten that a young man was shot in the vehicle of a principal secretary. Up to now, we have not had anybody taken to court. We have not had that principal secretary stepping aside to allow investigations. The young man was not just shot. He was thrown off the vehicle when injured to die on the pavement like he was not human. We have not had any action. We must again take it that his employer or his appointer, who is, because employer is Kenyans, his appointer, who is Dr. Ruto, is okay with those actions. Because why would he not have stepped aside to facilitate investigations? Why is there no action? And this joins with the question I was asked about Albert Ojwang. Albert Ojwang was brought alive at the Central Police Station. He was hours later, he was dead. The person who caused his arrest, a police officer, Lagat, is still walking free. In Obado's case, the public have been able to see that even when you are not present at the scene, so long as you have given the directions, you are part and parcel of the offense that has been committed. So why hasn't there been any investigations into Lagat's conduct? We never had him stepping aside. How can fellow police investigate him while he's still sitting? Even IPOA may not be able, and looks like it was not able to properly investigate this matter. Obado's case, the wheels of justice have been very slow. And although the adage says justice delayed is justice denied, in this case, justice was served, though slowly. And this is one light at the end of the tunnel, that the judiciary is not completely gone. We have still courts that deliver justice. We just pray that justice be delivered in a timely manner to many people of Kenya. You compare that to the case of now Senator Mandago, former governor, and the students who were conned off money being promised they were going abroad for studies. And despite evidence, this case was dismissed. So we know that there is something not okay with the judiciary. We have judicial officers who act according to the law. We have other judicial officers who give judgments that are questionable. I will not say more than that because I don't know whether anybody will be appealing. But from a person who listened to the evidence, listened to the matter, I would say in that case, justice was not served. There's something also that is very exciting that has happened. We have had the people of all Kalau exercise their sovereignty in very difficult circumstances. They guarded their votes. They not only voted, they guarded their votes at the polling stations. They counted, they conducted their own parallel tallying, and way ahead of the IEBC declared victory. Even when the MP-elect had over 19,000 votes and the runner-up from UDA trailing, they'd already declared victory because there was an unassailable lead. And they maintained that lead because it was 35,000 to just about 5,000. I think that is something very exciting, a demonstration to all Kenyans. Things are bad, but we are not in a completely hopeless situation. We have power to turn the tables. We vote, we have a responsibility to vote value-based leaders, people-centered leadership for all the 6 seats, not just for the presidency, for all the 6 seats. We have a duty to safeguard the integrity of the elections, even when the IEBC fails. The vigilance of the people can force even a reluctant IEBC to declare the correct results, but we have to have a parallel tally. So these are exciting things. Failure by the government of the day, but vigilance by the people, which is exciting. Failure by sections of the judiciary. Corruption, which have made lawyers go on strike. But sparks of light coming from sections of the same judiciary. In this case of Obando, in the Human Rights Court, and in several other courts. In fact, you get good magistrates, you get good decisions from the High Court, you get good decisions from the Court of Appeal, but among them, you still get rotten apples. So we have work to do as Kenyans to sort out our nation, and we should begin with getting the leaders that will lead the reforms that we need. And knowing that a leader is judged not just by what they say, but by what they do. We've all learned to speak very well. Even a violator of human rights will speak about human rights. The most corrupt will talk about accountability. It's up to us to ensure that we check not just the utterances, but the track record of each person. A person who has participated in corruption will never eradicate corruption or fight it in Kenya. A person who's been a land grabber will be a land grabber and will not stand for your rights. A person who does not respect the Constitution and our laws is also unlikely to respect public resources or the public itself. These are the things we have to watch out.